So Jan, you're working on a client right now, a construction client that has recently come to us. Tell me a little bit about some of their pain points and what you're doing to help make their life easier.
Well, the business owners, fiance now, she came to us because she was having great struggles downloading transactions through the credit card process, through the online banking. And she was manually having to add dozens and dozens of these charges, and the CPA was not able to solve their problem. So I was able to go in there and quickly, because of my QuickBooks background, because of just being able to solve and work with these different financial institutions and how they work with QuickBooks, I was able to quickly get this process working for her, and then explaining and training her on how she can download and how we then reconcile the accounts. Mm-hmm. And in addition, they needed to job costs. They wanted to be able to track all the expenses related to a specific job. And we are working closely with getting some being able to transfer the payroll data over into the different projects that they're working on. We're able to get the job materials and supplies and even equipment use into their company file, so that they will be able to generate profit and loss reports by jobs, which is going to be powerful. Not only seeing that small piece, right, but also then to be able to open up into the P&L for the overall company, and then help them to understand, well, what does this mean? What do my direct expenses mean? Is it too high? Is it, am I making the kind of margins I expect? Right. Is my overhead too high? How is my revenue growing? And so they're able to really discern, and we're able to be a partner and discuss what the results are of these reports. We also integrated T-sheets into their program, so they're able to, the guys out in the field can populate
clock
exactly,
in, clock out.
Yeah, and they can say exactly what equipment they were on, what kind of work that they were doing, and this all flows into QuickBooks. Mm-hmm. And you're able to generate a time by activity report. You're able to generate an employee activity report, and you've got all these abilities to create these customized reports that can give you the information you need, if you need it for billing or if you just need it for job costing.
And using Integra as the job costing tool, it sucks in the time from T-sheets and then brings in the payroll and then posts that back into QuickBooks, all with the push of a button, which is really nice.
And as a vendor bill, posting it to that particular job. So that is powerful. So this really was transformational for that particular business owner. He was several states away, so he couldn't be on site to manage. Mm-hmm. And we were like this sort of outsourced business manager in many respects for them. And they're just, it was a very trying time initially, but they are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. They're seeing organization established. They're seeing workflow processes instituted, mm-hmm, and they are now seeing that they can begin to use the mobile app, the QuickBooks online mobile app, so the guys, when they have a credit card charge, that can be photographed, be put right into QuickBooks, and then they really have their hands on the business, even though they're several states away. So it's been such a very rewarding experience to be able to help them with something like that.
And you were telling me their CPA told them that they couldn't even download into QuickBooks.
Absolutely. So very often CPAs and accounting firms, they don't specialize in what we specialize in. So this is, I think, a unique niche that we have, and in a unique way that we can really help small business owners, because 85% of the business owners are using QuickBooks, and that's what you hear. And so you really, and you need it, even though they say it's easy to do and set up on your own. I run into so many business owners and so many bookkeepers that are just like fed up and frustrated because it doesn't work as they expect it to work. They don't think like a machine works. And so we've got these special skills and perhaps patience that we're able to kind of work through that problem and then explain how we can make sense of this, and we can clean things up. So that's kind of what my job is. I'm often working with cleaning up files. And I had one client who had, it appeared that his he had so much more money than he realized he did, or he knew he did, in fact. But it was because he was duplicating his receiving of payments.
Oh, no.
And so he thought that the file was not even usable, and his CPA told him, this is not going to work. It does not making any sense.
You need to start from scratch.
That's right. And so I said, well, let's just look at that. And I was able to clean it up in probably about 3 to 4 hours. And he was thrilled. He said, "Oh, this is exactly what I had expected.
Yeah.
What the financials that I had been tracking in Excel, even though I have QuickBooks, this matches." So there you go. That's one of the really good stories.